Hello and welcome everybody to the Skill Titans podcast. I am Shreyaan Daga, the founder of OLL, your host, and today we have a very special guest. Sir, it would be great if you could introduce yourself to the audience and tell them a bit about you and your experience.
Thank you,
Over.
Shyam. Thank you very much, Shyam, and very good evening from Bharat, India. It is my great pleasure to be coming to your platform. My name is Professor Dr. P.K. Rajput. I am basically a corporate professional and turned towards the education side. I had a wonderful experience of 40 years in the corporate life. I was the head of entire Cadila Pharma in sales and marketing as a senior vice president, and I was taking care for the domestic business as well as 25 international business as well as. And my journey was very simple. I have taken care for multiple, I've launched multiple brands, multiple divisions, a great team we have there. So the entire, you can say the performance and the success, it all goes to the team because the way we have nurtured the team, the way we all have worked together, the collaborative approach, that has built us in a bigger way. However, I left the engineering college in just 45 days of time because my fascination was towards the healthcare industry. And the healthcare industry has taken me and I have chosen it. It is like that. It is an amalgamation of both the things together. So I have learned from my seniors, from my mentors. I attended multiple workshops, marketing sessions, and over a period of time, I've completed my MBA, and then after that, I did my PhD. I also did I have been honored by 14 honorary doctorates. I have done 27 international certification courses, and I am a learner actually. Every day of life, I always feel to keep on learning because learning is a part of the life until the last breath, the learning continues. I always feel because whatever we know, it is a small drop of water, right? Where the entire oceans we don't know. So the more we were able to know, the more we'll be able to understand the thing because knowledge is available across, and the better the knowledge is, the more wisdom will keep on coming to us so that we can learn with others, we can share to others, and that's what the life goes on.
Amazing, amazing. So I think the last part got me. It was the best part of the introduction, which was that out of everything, I'm still a learner, and every day I'm learning. So I think that is one of the best introductions I have seen. When it comes to, so the amount of experience you have, I would love to know your thoughts coming from corporate to education. You would have seen a very big shift of how there was a lot of practical skill usage in corporate, and in education a lot of theory was there. So what do you think is the importance of skill education in today's date, inside school education?
When we started, I come from a generation of baby boomers. Okay, so and today the generation which is started, which is now Gen Beta, which is from 1st of January, right, 2025. And there's a lot of changes are happening, and the corona has taught us that we have to develop ourselves in a very different way. Thanks to the Bharat government, with NMP 2020 had come, which is making a difference. Today, the skills is not only the theory part, because today the skills are required. We are working towards making our each and every youngsters to be a part of the global requirement. That's why we say the local for the global, right? And when we are able to develop our youngsters in that way, we have to build a couple of the skills, which is the critical thinking, communication skills, resilience, which is very important, and also no procrastination, time management, digital literacy, and an aptitude of learning. These are the things are there which I personally feel which is a very important thing. There's so many, and of course emotional intelligence, because when we talk about the corporate, it is not only the corporate, it is applicable across. It starts from the home, emotional intelligence, respecting the other people, understanding the other people, and then take it forward. Because ultimately we are in the digital world. But after all, who is operating the digital world? It is the human who is operating the digital world. So we have to respect the other person's requirement, and that is these are things are there which are very important. Because let me tell you, yeah, there are 650 streams are available. 650 streams are available for a student today. Gone were the days where only four, five, six streams were there, right? So you can choose any, and you can have that niche part in that, and you can progress like anything. That is the beauty of today. Today is 650, maybe after 2030 it becomes 300, 1300 as well.
Yeah, 100%, sir. But how do you think, we can implement it in our current education system? I think the things that you said, like, emotional intelligence, critical thinking, and, problem solving, zero procrastination. How do we, these are soft skills which are definitely necessary for a personality of a student. However, how can it be taught or executed in today's world? As per you,
Okay.
how should we teach it?
First thing, I'll start with the communication skills, right? Communication is the basic part of the life. The day we born, we start communicating. But coming to the student, coming to the professional world, a teacher can inculcate an habits to each and every student, that how he or she is learning, how she is feeling confident to speak, choosing the right words, putting in the right way in the right time. So this is point number one, because communication is the total fulcrum. This is point
Correct.
number one, where teacher can instigate and make the things happen, right? You can call the student, and it is not only the first bencher should be coming here for delivering the talk. It should be the last bencher should also be inspired, right? And then only there will be lot of motivation will be there with it. This is point number one. Point number two is, today we talk about the competition, but competition with the collaboration. So there has to be a group which has to be given some assignment, and they should be coming and they should be telling about the thing that yes, this assignment has been furnished. So when they will collaborate together, the five students will collaborate together. They will have the five ideas, and they will come in that way. This is the way it has to be there. So the third thing, which is again I'm talking about research part, because creativity and innovation, it will only comes when you start putting your mind toward the research part, right? So give something to the student that you come out with this. These things are available now. What more you can do it? So try to instigate them to think beyond the limit. And when they will think beyond the limit, when there's a group which is going to make it happen, and then they should come there and they should showcase the thing, and then you admire them. This is the way the things can happen. Coming to emotional part, right? Emotional empathy or
Right.
emotional intelligence. Teach how to respect, teach how to embrace the failure, right? Teach that whatever the things are happening there, never compare yourself with some other person. You have your own strength, and the other person is having the strength. Take the strength from the other person, other student, and put your strength together. So in that way, putting yourself in the other person's shoes, understanding the thing, what situation had happened, right? Never ever discard the person, encourage the person. So these are the small, very, very small things are there, which is going to make a difference. Last but not least, when you enter, when you talk to the student, right? Be very logical today, because today the students, they are aware what you are aware in terms of their chat GPT, in terms of Google, right? But the wisdom of the senior person is that what you are able to talk on that, that is the wisdom which has to be inculcated, and it comes with the logic. So if you talk logic, right, it is going to make a lot of difference. It is very true. I like to add it here. It is very true. The student would not speak, but back of the mind, he or she knows. Oh my God, my teacher, she has gone through the chat GPT. What she is telling, I also know the same thing. But what the correct has to be taken. This is the wisdom of a teacher which has to be inculcated.
100%.
I
Actually,
want to.
nowadays the AI is so accessible so that, the teacher also knows ChatGPT, but at the same time, the student also knows how to use ChatGPT.
Yeah,
So what do you think, since this AI has now started coming up so much, uh, how will it be a part of our, education? Will it replace a few things, or will it eliminate a few people? Or what will the dynamics be according to your perspective after, AI has already started entering and a lot of things it has taken over? So what is the dynamics within the few months that you see?
See, I was reading a report of World Economic Forum 2025. In that, they have mentioned that 70 millions of the jobs will be outdated, right? But at the same time, 130 millions of the jobs will be added. So in the net, what is 60 million more jobs will be there by 2030. But which are the jobs which will be added? It is basically based on the STEM. What we talk about the STEM, science,
Correct.
technology, engineering, and mathematics. And A is the art. What is the art? It is not the drawing, it is the creativity, which is important. So the person who is understanding these things, they will be able to rule the roost entirely, right? And the people who are on the routine job, mundane job, will be taken care. The data operator, the people who are there, they will be out because data operator, if you're finding things takes 5 hours, 6 hours. In the AI, you can just put the things and make the things happen.
Yeah.
Second example, I want to give it to you. Suppose I am an engineering person, right? Though I'm not, I'm a pharma person. I'm engineering person, and I have to give one of the products there, right? Which has to be substituted for some other thing. So what AI is going to do it? It will scan the barcode immediately and will put that this thing is available that side. Immediately go and take. Otherwise, a human, a like person like me, I have to take the data. I have to search the entire thing and then find it out. Oh my God! So these are the small things are there which AI is helping in the medicine. AI is making a lot of difference. The trial which we used to do to produce a medicine for 10 years of the time, it has been shrunk to just 2 to 3 years of the time. Today,
Correct.
Operon is one of the company from Hong Kong who are able to do the trial without the human, and the product is going to come this year in the market. So that is the beauty of the AI. And the last point I like to add, Shayan, nobody AI is not going to take the job of somebody, but a person, but the Shreyan who knows AI better than Dr. Rajput, he will replace me instead of I should be saying that I have 40 years of experience.
100%, 100%. So, since we can assume that a lot of students, they are preparing for jobs that might be outdated. So a lot of them will enter in entrepreneurship, where they will start building their own companies, building their own startups. So I would like to know, how can it be taught at the school level? How can we prepare our students that, okay, tomorrow, whatever they be, either be a doctor, they'll start their own clinic. If they're a lawyer, they'll start their own firm. Entrepreneurship is one thing that will, help them throughout. So how can we start preparing them from the very beginning, to be businessmen or businesswomen of the future?
Absolutely right. There are two things are there. Let me add, because that is one of the things which I keep on talking to the colleges and to the teachers as well. See, you can everywhere the people cannot be a job provider. There will be a job seeker also, because if everybody is going to be a job provider, who is going to do the job, right? It is very clear, right? But if you are able to inculcate a leadership mindset, so then the person who is working for some job provider or who is a job seeker, he or she will be putting himself or herself in the complete way so that they can grow, right? Everywhere the government cannot give, MSMEs are not there because so many things are there. So the leadership part has to be inculcated in the student. I always say earlier my education was creating a nail. Why nails? Because the nails are wherever it is required, you just put it and that's over. The nails will be there till the lifetime. But now the teachers have to create magnets,
Right.
because the magnet, what the basic thing is, magnet is going to take attract all types of iron. Either it is a rusted iron or it is a shining iron. Understand
Absolutely.
how it can happen? You should have the positive mindset. You should inculcate no procrastination. You should having the positive attitude. You should have the right communication. You should have the time management.
100%.
Yeah, you have to have the integrity, right? You have to have the problem solving attitude. and approach. Resilience, I already said, persistence, perseverance, determination, discipline. You talk anything, it is going to acquaintancy, right? All these things are there. If you inculcate these things in the school children and give them responsibility, they'll be able to do it. Today, we only talk about the marks. Don't talk about the marks.
Yeah.
Encourage them what they like and tell them that yes, for you, infinity is the goal. Now, even sky is not the limit. We have taken over that sky part. So
Wow.
tell them the sky, infinity is the limit. So inculcate, encourage, provide them, and because they are very passionate. That age of 10 years is so passionate. If you are able to give a right direction as per their requirements, you can make a difference. And that is the role of a real teacher to build the youngsters for the Swarnim Bharat.
Amazing. Amazing. Awesome. Thank you so much, sir. I think I personally learned more than anything in this podcast. If anybody learns, I am if anybody watches this, I'm 100% sure that they will learn something and go back. So thank you so much for your most valuable thing, your time that you have given us. And I am super excited to see you at the Skill Bharat Samman event on 1st February. And looking forward to meet you in person and continue this conversation ahead.
Thank you. And I'd like to add, because after having my journey of 40 years, this is the book I think you can see, The Leaders
Wow.
with Ladders, right? This is the book which I have written. This is Amazon best-selling. I have given the example of leadership in three parts. What is leadership? What are the skills required? And what are the talent which doesn't require any effort? So
Amazing.
yeah, so these points are there. So anyhow, since we are meeting on this skill Bharat Samman, so I'll bring a book for you and I'll
Definitely,
present
sir.
this book to you.
Definitely. Thank you
Okay?
so much, sir. See you.
Bye bye. Take care.